In 2024, approximately 20 volunteer members of the Moorabbin Air Museum's restoration team contributed 1 to 4 days of their time each week, undertaking a mammoth amount of work in the preservation and restoration of the museum's aircraft and displays. This is a summary of that work. The restoration of the de Havilland Heron is one of 2 major restoration projects begun in 2024 and expected to be completed in early 2025. Work has included the repairing, sanding, priming and base coating of the fuselage and wings, the removal and disassembly and partial restoration of the cabin door and door furniture, the removal of the cockpit side windows and cabin windows, and the fabrication and installation of replacements. The restoration of the cockpit, including newly upholstered pilot and co-pilot seats, and the installation of most of the instrument panel. The passenger cabin has been refurbished, including the cabin ventilation system and the 3D printing and chrome plating of missing ashtray covers. All the engines and associated cowlings have been located and stored. The cowlings have been primed, ready for their final paint. The fuselage and wings have now been assembled in their ultimate display position. Undercarriage components have been trial fitted and missing fitteds are currently being fabricated. Further work will include refurbishment and installation of cabin seating, the location, cleaning, painting and fitting of the fin, rudder, tailplane, tail cone and wing fairings. The cleaning and fitting of the Heron's 4 engines, together with their cowlings, exhausts, propellers and cones. Finally will come completing the painting of the exterior and the application of decals in its yet to be decided livery. The other major restoration project commenced this year is the Nomad cockpit. It came from the fuselage of an original Nomad prototype, which was used as a studio prop in the TV series The Flying Doctors. The cockpit section was acquired by the museum in 2023, but was in very poor condition. It is now being restored for open cockpit display. To date, all internal linings and sharp edges have been removed. All paint has been removed from the exterior. The instrument panel, with new custom-made imitation instruments, has been totally refurbished and installed, along with engine instrument panels from the mock-up used in the TV series and the original imitation ceiling console. Pilot seats have been upholstered and fitted. One of the 2 pilot entry doors has been completely disassembled and refurbished. New perspex windows have been fabricated and installed to both doors and to the rear section. In the rear section, interior lining has been fabricated, installed and painted. 2 rear seats have also been installed. Framing for a new metal roof has been fabricated and temporarily installed. Work to come includes the fabrication and installation of new cockpit windows and cover strips, the disassembly of the roof structure, the drilling of holes for the attachment of new roof skins before cleaning, painting and permanent installation. This will be followed by the complex task of cutting, bending and installing the new roof skins. The fiberglass nose section will then need to be refurbished and fitted, another large job. Finally will come the priming and painting of the whole exterior in Flying Doctor service livery. One additional task will be to acquire or fabricate a suitable dolly for moving the unit for display. On the Canberra bomber, the team completed corrosion and removal protection for the undercarriage components. Further planned work includes complete external repainting with new roundels and other markings. On the DC-2, preservation painting of the wings is ongoing. Using their artistic skills, the team created this display, a tribute to aviatrix Amelia Earhart. The restoration of the Link trainer was completed in early 2024 and it is now on exhibition. The full story of the Link trainer is told in The Blue Box on the museum's YouTube channel. The Mackie trainer's fuselage was restored and in March it was placed on display near the museum entrance. In October, additional wings were acquired and are now awaiting restoration and fitting. The fuselage of the museum's Nomad N22 was recently brought out of storage in preparation for restoration work to its exterior panels, the cockpit instrumentation, and the lining of the main cabin. The Osprey was restored and repainted and is now on view. The Rolls-Royce Merlin Supercharger was thoroughly cleaned and painted and is now on display in the main hangar. The Tyrannus tailfin was restored and the craft has been fully cleaned and placed on show on its newly painted stand. The museum's Vickers Viscount has been a very popular display for some years. 2024 works include the repairs to the rear entrance area and to the cockpit seating and linings. Cracked and broken display perspex has also been replaced. Externally, preservation painting is ongoing. On the Woomera, temporary fasteners in the cockpit were replaced with rivets and the propeller and cone have been refurbished. Further work will include the use of an existing mould to fabricate a new front windscreen, the sourcing or fabrication of tailplane and wing bolts, the fabrication and installation of a propeller shaft and engine bay front cowling, followed by the fitting of the propeller. The starboard wing will be temporarily fitted for display in the limited space that will be available at the 2025 Avalon Air Show. The tow target glider was donated to the museum in April. Restoration, including corrosion removal, patching of wing fabric, full repairs to the fuselage and complete painting has since been undertaken, and the glider is now ready for a debut showing at the Avalon Air Show. The vintage airfield tug is regularly used to move aircraft and other exhibits around the museum. This year, the tug was refurbished with replacement side panels. At the rear, new wheel hubs and wheels were fitted. The tug has also been fully repainted in Moorabbin Air Museum livery. In addition, the team began preservation painting on the exterior of the Wessex helicopter. Other tasks including designing and erecting a fence to protect the Sikorsky helicopter and the provision of demountable steps for safer public access to the cockpit of the Bristol freighter on open cockpit days. One ongoing task is the fabrication of perspex screens to minimise damage to the instrument panels of various aircraft. Team members also pitched in on maintenance and improvements to the museum's site and facilities. Rightfully proud of their achievements over the past year, the restoration team looks forward to facing similar challenges in ongoing and new projects in 2025. Their skills and commitment will continue to add to the reputation of the Moorabbin Air Museum as one of the finest museums of its type in Australia.